Well, how's everybody doing? Anybody? There's only two people watching right now. We've been streaming for 5 minutes. Don't know what's going on. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Yeah, Brenda, I know you are, and I appreciate it, my dear. I can always depend on Brenda. Yeah, I did. I got three ships so far. I only got two edited, and then I ran out of time. Here we are. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I know life goes on. People have other things they got to do, and um, Justin, I think, probably is on his way home from work, or he's got other things going on. I don't know. Here comes Lance. Hello, Lance.
Hi, Paul.
How you doing?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Well, a little lonely, but hey.
Looks like you have good weather back there behind you.
Well, yeah, it is fairly nice.
Yeah,
Although, as you can see, if you look up in the sky, it's a little bit smoky and hazy, but that's because of the wildfires.
yeah, yeah. Did
It's
your
not that
drone you ordered come in yet?
it's not that pristine, you know.
Yeah.
Did what?
Did your drone come in yet that you ordered from
No, no,
eBay?
it's not supposed to show up until sometime after the 18th of this month.
And then when does your anti-gravity drone show up?
I didn't order one.
What?
I
Joe
don't
didn't
have
order you one.
I don't have the buckaroos, you know.
It's not supposed to be delivered till January. How ridiculous is that?
Are you going to get one?
I'm gonna wait. Maybe depending on the
Wait and see
price.
what everybody says, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It kind of looks cheap. The goggles look cheapish. The drone looks like it's a toy. So we'll see.
See, I've gotten so used to having a controller with the screen on it that I can't introduce myself to any of those other things.
Yeah, yeah. And the goggles are fine for me. I don't have an issue with them there. Did you fly today?
Yeah, I flew three ships. I got two of them posted, and I got another one I have to edit.
Got a doctor's appointment here in about 30 minutes. I'm sitting in the parking lot
Oh,
waiting. I don't want to wait inside. I figured I'd join your show for a little
well,
bit and before I go in.
I'm glad to have you because otherwise I'd be sitting there by myself.
Sitting in a hot parking lot. Although yesterday and today cooled down. It was way too hot a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's only 77 here, so it's nice, you know.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the Insta 365X, but I don't know. Which one does Dre have? He has the 4X, doesn't he?
Yep.
Tom Dowling has the 5X. I've been talking with him back and forth today. And I just don't like the footprint. It's bigger than my 2X and the weight is also heavier. And the weight for my drone, that's what I'm concerned about, not me carrying it around. It's not,
Oh, you
it's
want to stay under the 240 grams?
not necessarily. I just don't want to tax my propellers.
Yeah.
and instead of a 15-minute flight, it turns into a 10-minute flight, right? Not that I'm up for it that long for a 360 shot, but still. And I've been tinkering with the Sphere the last few days, shooting a lot of 360 stuff with the Air 2S.
Oh yeah.
And I've got my Mavic 3 with me right now with 1,000 ND filter on there because I want to do some hyperlapse of some real motion of some cars. So I'm gonna stop on the way home on a busy street where there's a lot of traffic.
Well, now you're not back home yet, are you? You're still up north?
No, we're back home.
Oh,
We've been home for a couple of weeks now. In fact, we don't go back up. We have 2 weekends in the fall. We don't know which weekends those are yet because my sister-in-law kind of organizes that, and she hasn't done that yet. But we'll get 2 3-day weekends one in September usually, and one in October. Then we close it down usually in November and leave it closed until April.
oh, you guys, nobody goes up there in the winter, huh?
No, my brother-in-law, who's the oldest brother of the group, he kind of runs he collects the money for the dues, and he checks on it periodically in the winter times. He'll go up for the day, to check it out
I
because
didn't know if any of your family were snowmobilers.
they're not, but there's no snow up there.
Oh, there isn't. I thought in the winter there was.
No, well, very, very rarely, and it's right on the ocean, so and it's
Okay.
on the Puget Sound, I should say. So, you don't get a lot of snow next to the water,
No, no.
but it's the mountains would get much more snow than what our cabin would get.
Keep everybody entertained. I'll be right back.
I will.
Oh.
So I can't see the chat, but I'm assuming Frank is here. I'm assuming Brenda is here. Dre is not here because he's I don't know what he is. TJ might be here listening from Walmart. Let's see who else. Jim. Hi, Jim. Jim's probably here. And who am I forgetting that's always here? Warren might be here. Jody. Who else are the kind of the no Mark? No Justin. Justin, it's Saturday. Come join us. No Joe. No Don Rickles. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot a hyperlapse with a 1,000 ND filter on. It's probably gonna be about a second shutter is my guess. So it's gonna show a lot of motion of cars. I'm gonna do it on a street that has a speed limit of about 35 miles an hour, I think is where I'm gonna stop. And then there's also traffic, there's a traffic signal, so there'll be times where the cars are completely stopped. We'll see. We'll see. See if I have the energy when I get out of my appointment. I've got a dermatology appointment to go to here in about. I have to be there at 2:30, and it's what time? 2:11. And I'm like I said, I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I'm gonna start singing "Cover of the Rolling Stone" by Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
What doctor is it you're going to see?
A dermatologist.
Ah,
I just want to check, some of my moles. I had this, what do they call them? It's a big round one. What do they call those? Barnacles. They call them barnacles, I guess, what my wife said. And I had it right on my temple, and it was about the size of a quarter. but it was
Wow.
underneath my hair. So if my hair was longer, you couldn't really see it. But once I got my hair cut, you could see it. Well, my hairdresser, she cut my hair the other day, and she said, "Lance, your mole's gone." I said, "No way." She said, "Yep." And we looked in the mirror, and it was completely gone. So I guess they disappear, from time to time. I don't know. So I was shocked that it was completely gone, but I'm going to have the dermatologist look in that spot anyway and see.
Just
And
see what
then,
he thinks, huh?
yeah, and then I have one on my wrist or on my at top of my hand that I want him to look at. And my wife said, "Have him check your whole body." I said, "Might as well." So just to check moles, and I want to get all this done. So if I retire next year, I'm not paying $1 million to go to the doctor's office after I retire. Get it all
Sure.
done while you've got
Now you're
insurance.
going to retire next year?
That's my hope, Paul. I really hope to retire next year, but
Now
my wife,
your wife is still working, right?
yeah, but see, I'm going to retire when she does. She wants to retire in 2 years. I'm trying to talk her into 1 year,
Okay.
and we'll see. And her job's kind of changing in 2 years, not for the good, for the worse. So she's going to kind of play this year out and see what next year is going to look, in 2 years, what it's going to look like. And if it looks as bad as it's supposed to, she's going to retire with me next year. But I won't retire until she does, because I'm not going to sit around and wait for her to retire. I might as well collect an income, because I think we're going to travel a lot when we retire, just
Yeah.
because
Well,
that's
you've
what we
earned
like
it.
to do.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Starting my 43rd year, Paul.
Oh, wow. The kids will miss you.
Yeah. Uh, and in fact, we have a new administrator this year, and I met with him yesterday, and he says, "I'm 33 years old." I thought to myself, I taught for 10 years before you were born.
You didn't say that to him, did you?
I didn't say that to him, no, but I thought, what a pup.
Just a young guy.
Young guy, never been in the classroom, was a counselor. Those are, he seems like a really nice guy. I think I'm going to enjoy him, but those are the scary ones that have never been in the classroom, because they don't know, they don't know what we've had to do, on the front line,
Right.
so to speak. Hey, Justin,
Justin's here.
he probably thinks finally it's Saturday.
I about kicked two kids off my bus at the high school or at middle school.
You did?
There you go. Use some of your authority.
They got mouthy with me. The driver told them to sit up front because these two girls be causing problems, acting up. And they said, I don't have to sit there. And I walked up to the front of the bus. I said, sit down on the bus. I'm going to take you both off it right now. I said, I ain't the one to play with. And then they both sat down. And then they started giving the driver crap when I went to get off the bus. And they said, I'm going to go tell my mama. I said, go tell your mama. I don't care. I said, I don't care who you go tell. Go tell the folks. I don't really give a crap.
Yeah, really.
They act like I'm going to be afraid of some woman. I don't give a shit.
Then you got home and had a beer.
So I'm almost positive her mom's going to be at the bus tomorrow.
Uh,
All I got to say, she can say whatever she wants, but she better not step foot on that bus or I'll throw her right off. I don't put up with that shit.
Well, I don't blame you. You shouldn't have to. So are you home or are you on your way home?
I'm on my way home.
What?
No, I'm on my way home.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. What's it, about a 20, 30-minute drive?
No, it's only like a minute. I'm not that far from the bus yard, so I'm only like 10 minutes down the road.
So heads were about to roll is what you're telling us.
What?
Heads were about to roll.
Oh. Once I threatened to leave them at the middle school, they both sat down and were quiet real quick. Well, I don't have to take them home. If they're at the school, I can pull them. I can get them off the bus. I'll go get the resource officer. They can drag them off the bus and they call their parents to come check them out. We don't have to take them home. We just have to take them to school in the morning. So they're both getting write-ups tonight. Bus driver's doing 2 referrals.
Okay, Dominic said he'll be in a little later.
Like 4th day of school and they already got run up on the bus.
And you're still doing a special needs bus, aren't you, Justin?
It is, but not all the kids are special needs though. There's
Oh,
usually
okay.
only like a few per bus.
So
Yeah,
they mix it. It's not like we used to call it having a short bus, you know, because
No, they don't. Yeah, it's all mixed.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought it was a all special needs bus, but
Oh no, I'd have a lot more patience if it was a kid that had a legit issue. But these
Yeah.
are 2 just regular students, and they're not going to get mouthy with me like that. Now, because I understand disability. If a kid has a disability, there's certain things that are out of their control, and you just have to learn to have patience to deal with that. You know.
yeah.
But a regular student wants to start acting a fool, no, I ain't putting up with that.
Do your kids have to go to 182 days a year? Is that the school year?
Something like that, yeah. It's like 180 something. Because that's a national thing. That's a federal thing.
Some school districts have more time off different days than.
Yeah, but there is a federal mandate that you have to go so many days a year. Though the school has to be open so many days a year.
Unless you're a private school. Private school, they make up their own rules, but public schools, at least in Washington State, you have to go 182 days.
Oh, the private schools here are regulated the exact same as the public schools. They have to follow the same rules too.
If there's a snow day in a private school, they don't have to make it up.
Yeah, that I don't know about, but I know that they have to follow all the state laws up there.
Yeah.
They're still regulated by the state. I don't know about federal.
Brenda agrees with you. She says federal law is 180 days.
Yeah. And then the state can have their own mandate as long as it's greater than whatever the federal.
In other words, like the 180 days is a minimum, right?
Right, and if a district wants to do 100 or 220 days, I guess they could if they wanted.
Now, is that 180 days per student? So it's like, let's say a student goes to summer school. Does that count in there?
No.
Now,
Okay.
The regular school calendar year.
they are allowed so many absences and all that, but the school itself has to be open 180 days.
Okay.
Otherwise, they have to make up for it. So, like, if we have a hurricane come through and the kids miss 3 days, they have to make up that time. And so they'll either cut early release days, they'll make full days, or they'll add a day or two at the end of the year or something.
That's like up here with heavy snow. if there's heavy snow, you can so many days is okay. They can just not go. But if it gets to be a lot of snow, then they'll add on days in June.
Right. Like here last year, since we got the hurricane, the kids were out for 3 days, so they had to make up that. They had to make up like 23 hours worth of schooling. So what they did was they, instead of doing all the early release days throughout the year, they made them full days, and then that made up for the time throughout the year. That way we didn't have to add any extra days at the end of it. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because they got out on, I think, a Tuesday. They could have just made the last 3 days up on the last week of school, but now summer schools doesn't count for anything except for just passing if you happen to fall behind during the regular school year. But that's not even guaranteed. If you don't buckle down in summer school, you're not going to pass. Because they have to man like at least our school has, the kids have to finish so much work in that what 3 weeks I think it is. My kids didn't do summer school this year. They were doing summer programs on school.
Well, they went to camp and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, but they did 2 weeks of I guess you could call it summer school, but it was for programs that they were in that the school runs a couple weeks out in the summer. But see, these days you got these parents though. A teacher will write up a student, and instead of asking why, they just automatically take their kid's side and say, "My kid wouldn't do that."
Yeah, denial.
I'm not like that. Like when Aubrey got in trouble last year, the last 2-3 weeks she was on the bus, she got in trouble for messing with another student. So I reamed her ass when she got home. I didn't get mad at the bus driver. It wasn't the bus driver's fault. She did something wrong. He wrote her up for it. She got punished when she got home for it.
Okay, guys. Hey, I'm going to go in. I'll join if you guys are on when I get out.
Okay, buddy.
I'll see you later.
Good luck at the dermatologist.
Thanks.
The thing is teachers and bus drivers and all that have enough to do on their plate that they're not going to just sit and write up students just for no reason.
Yeah.
That takes time out of their time. They have to do their work. And they have to meet with the parents. And you know how kids are. They try to, the teacher just has it out for me. No, you're just acting like a little ass in class. And you think you're not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, well, of course, we never did that.
You didn't?
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah, Mark never got suspended. My dad was the same way, too. Like, if I got in trouble at school, he didn't go to the school and demand that the teacher come out and chew the teacher's ass when we get in trouble. No, I got my ass kicked when I got home.
According to my head, that I had the thickest detention file in the whole school.
Like what me and my cousin, when we were growing up, my dad would make us go to, like my uncles and my dad would make us go to their garage and pick up cigarette butts out of the gravel the whole day you were suspended, however many days it was. You had to do that for all day long. And then every time one of your uncles walked past you, they'd kick you in the ass. And then they would come out and throw cigarettes out on the ground in front of you, tell you to pick it up. I don't know how many times I had to do that. I got suspended my fair share of times.
I never got suspended, but I had a lot of detention.
Now, did you go to a public or did you go to private school?
It was a public school. It was a grammar school. It's private now, but at the time it wasn't. But we had two different types of secondary school back in them days. We had the secondary modern, which you went to if you didn't pass your 11 plus exam, and then you had grammar schools, which you went to if you did pass your 11 plus exam, which was just a general, like, IQ test type exam that you took at the end of primary school.
Yeah, I'll tell you, in school suspension sucked. Oh my God, that was so boring. Because they'd put you in a classroom all day long, and you couldn't do anything. You couldn't leave the classroom except for to go to the bathroom. And you even had to eat your lunch in there. They'd take everybody from in-school suspension to the lunchroom before everybody else got there, and get your lunch, and you have to go right back to the house, sit in there and eat it. It was boring.
Yeah, our detention was an hour long after school that you had to stay behind, and you had to do work, and you had to do it on blue paper so that it all went in a special file.
No, ours was all day long from the time you got to school to the time you left. And they'd make you sit in there and do homework all day or work. And there'd be sometimes two teachers in there, or it'd be like a teacher and a teacher's aide. And they'd make you sit and do schoolwork all day long, and you couldn't do anything. Oh, it was really boring. I hated in-school suspension. We called it ISS back in the day.
No, you just had to do your normal day at school, and if you got detention, you had to stay behind for an hour after and do extra work.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to talk or anything. It fucked.
No,
I hated that. I got that about 4 or 5 times when I was in high school. Never got suspended in high school. I got suspended twice in middle school.
Or were you a bully or what?
Yeah, just doing dumb shit. No, I never bullied any kids. I wasn't gonna bully. In my high school, the football team was actually very anti-bully, and if they caught you bullying some kid and they walked past you, they'd be all over your ass. It wasn't like the movies portray it to be. All right, I'll be in a minute. I gotta get out of the car.
Okay.
I'll see you in a minute.
Here comes Captain Joe.
Evening, Joe.
Hey,
How's it going, Joe?
it's been 30 minutes now trying to get on.
Really?
Yeah, my computer was on, but it wouldn't give me my screens. So I had to reboot it and it restarted. It said it had all kind of updates, which is supposed to do automatic updates at night. So it must have been doing an update and messed it all up. And I was on an Anchor Base printer, I'm printing those heads of my dad and everybody.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in the back. I was gonna go fly and I went in the back and lay down. I just said, I'm gonna lay down. I'm tired. I went and lay down and I come up front and it's all jammed up. Like, come on.
Not having a good day.
Not having a good day up until that, It's like what happened is I'd never used it since I put it over there. So the nozzle was extruding, but it wasn't completely when it was extruding, it should have all came out, but it built up in there and it wouldn't come out, so you couldn't get nothing through it. So I had to take the back off and get into it and do it again. Like, come on, man. Tired of doing that.
Maybe let's check. Just using the check because I couldn't see it while I was driving. What's up, Joel, Jody, Dominic,
Look, Justin,
Dominic.
Donald, Rod?
I had to chat up and it
Brenda.
just disappeared. Where'd it go?
Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. She said that PayPal number helped her, so I guess she figured out whatever she needed to with PayPal. Yeah,
Mhm.
just save it in your phone if you use PayPal. That way you have it next time. That's what I did. Because I had to, I just took it off the back of my card and wrote it down or put it in my phone and saved it as a contact.
This thing jams up
'Cause
again.
luckily, I didn't have to do all them steps David did because it's just on the back of our cards. As you can also call and report your cards stolen on that number too if you need to.
Mm. Hey, Joe. I watched,
Yes, sir.
Donald.
I watched the Drone Nation thing this afternoon.
Okay.
They should have actually watched some of the videos before they started talking.
Why were they like way off on their?
They didn't know anything about it at all. All they were saying was the fact that it's not actually released now. It's going to be released in January, this anti-gravity 360 drone. And that they didn't have any specs or anything because, well, the people that had done the videos had told us all that because it's a prototype still, and they're doing all the testing on the
What's up, Jim?
prototype.
Oh, that must have been a different video than the one we watched. What was it, like 2-3 weeks ago? Because that one was just a bunch of random clips. They looked like they got off Shutterstock.
Yeah.
It didn't
Well,
tell you anything.
That was just anti-gravity's promotional video. The videos that they showed from like Jevon Dovey and Drone Creative Matthew and Darren DM and Potato Jet and Matty, whatever he's called in Canada, and
Oh,
all
nice, Brenda.
they all, and even I Justine did one.
What happened, Brenda? Did somebody steal your account information or something? She said $294 saved.
Wow.
Unless you got some kind of deal by using PayPal. I don't know.
Maybe.
And they were all saying how the goggles look terrible, but the goggles had two screens on the front of it and a camera, so that you could see what was in front of you as well. One of the screens showed what you were showing, what you could see inside the goggles, so that people could see it outside the goggles as well.
Oh, kind of like like a preview you could show
Yeah.
somebody.
So that you didn't have to attach a phone to it for them to look at. They were OLED screens. You fly it with like a motion controller, but you had a little inset screen inside the goggles which showed you where it was going, but wherever you looked with your head, turned the 360 view to wherever it was, so you can look all around the drone while the drone's still flying forward.
See, I've been saying that they needed to do that for a long time. But that would be really cool to be able to turn your head and look and see all different directions. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're bitching about it, saying it looks like Willy Wonka goggles.
Yeah, and they are extremely advanced as far as it looks like, and they've got diopter controls on them as well for if you wear glasses.
Huh.
Really good goggles. But
Yeah,
then
they do like Willy Wonka though.
What, they just didn't like the look of them?
yeah, they didn't like the look of them, and they thought they were cheap.
How can you say that you think they're cheap if you have never held a pair in your hand?
Yeah, they didn't even watch any of the videos showing how they worked.
They got
As a
big old things on the outside.
They were all slagging it off and saying they weren't going to get it. And if you actually watch the videos of the people testing it, it is amazing. The stuff they do is brilliant.
You know damn well every one of them are going to buy that damn drone.
Hmm.
Because they ain't going to have nothing else to talk about at that moment in time. Unless DJI releases something, and then they're going to have trouble getting their hands on that.
Well, what
Yeah.
they're mad about is it said it's not going to be
content.
released till January 2026.
It doesn't matter if you're doing a drone
Only-
show.
4 or 5 months away.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
doing a drone show where you're reviewing drones and stuff, that's content. You can't just like say, "Oh, it's a piece of crap," and before you even had it in your hands. I mean,
And they were all saying how they prefer it if it had sticks with it. Well, they're developing the stick controller as well.
yeah, and they haven't even released it yet for what, another year, they said, right? Or another 6 months or whatever. So they got
Yeah.
time to develop it.
Right.
And
5
Put that
months
out.
it's coming out. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Lance will love it.
Comes Andrew.
I know I get $25 from Amazon or from PayPal about every 6 months because I do direct deposit with them.
Look at the goggles.
They give me like a $25 bonus thing. They'll just put it on my account.
Yeah,
I've
but it
got
looks
two
like
of them from them.
those two black things on the front of it are actually screens. One of them brings up a new screen, and one of them is a screen that shows what you're looking at inside the goggles as well.
Makes sense. If they make it so you can control it with your eyes.
Where's this
Even
video
better.
at anyway? I want to see it.
Which
Let me
one?
go. The one that shows the goggles. Let me
Ah.
just put it up.
I'll put a link in the chat.
Yeah,
You got
I
the
think
link?
And I got a link to one.
if you watch Matt, the drone creative one, he does a really good video on it.
I just want to see what they look like more than anything.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Jevin Dovey. He shows it right off the bat, the drone and the
Jevin-
goggles.
Jevon did a good one. Potato Jet did a good one.
Yeah, but he did.
those goggles aren't bad looking.
It does have a 3 battery charger as well, because they were going on about the fact that it didn't tell them on the website whether it had different types of packages and whether it had more batteries. iJustine was the only one that said that it had two different batteries, a lightweight one that left it under 250 and a heavier one with more power that took it over 250.
I ain't
There's
buying it now.
nothing, there's
But-
nothing wrong with them goggles. Those goggles look completely fine.
There's no way I'm buying one now because Justine did it.
But don't those goggles and that drone already look like what DJ already has?
I mean, the
No.
goggles are kind of the same shape, I would say, but they do look different. The
The
motion
drone
controller,
itself-
I would say, is pretty similar.
I'd say
Look
the
of it.
drone looks a lot like the Mini.
Well, yeah, it does, except it's
Yeah.
got 3 cameras on it instead of a normal camera, so it
It-
sees all around itself. It has 2 landing legs at the front because the 360 camera underneath sticks down a bit. It's got 2 landing legs that automatically come down
And
and
then
then
retract.
fold back when you're in flight.
That sounds interesting.
I mean, yeah, it
It
does
picks
have
up and
that
it
same.
contracts.
Yeah, obviously, it's the same foldable. I mean,
Yeah.
because DJI kind of set the precedent with foldable drones, but it doesn't look, as far as the camera and everything, it doesn't look nothing like a Mini.
Paul, what do you think of this drone with the 360 camera?
Well, it doesn't have a
He's
gimbal
not even
on
listening.
it.
He's editing.
I'm not interested in it.
It doesn't have a gimbal on it because it doesn't need to stabilize stuff because it's taking a picture of everything.
Yeah, but wouldn't you need a gimbal to stabilize the camera so that way, as
No,
the drone is shaking, trying to keep itself steady?
no, because it's seeing everything. It's taking a picture of the whole surroundings. So your video is everything around the drone. So it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Brenda.
You would then set your shot up in the app and you can set it up to look in any direction at any time.
Well, good for you, Brenda. At least you got it fixed.
Mr. Skyfly, what's going on? You're awfully quiet there, Jody.
Ow.
But it also means that while you're flying through gaps, you can look to the side of the drone and see how close you are to whatever you're flying through without it affecting the flight of the drone.
That sounds a lot like features from the Avata, does it not?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Not even close.
Not even close.
It's because the thing is the camera doesn't have to move for you to look around, and the
But
drone can still be going straight, and
But
you can
when-
look behind the drone.
But at times, wouldn't Joe want to see how close I am to something?
You
Nope,
can't
wouldn't
do
work.
that. Can't do that on the Avata.
It has head tracking, but it has to turn the whole drone to see, doesn't it?
The Avata, yeah.
Hey, Jim.
This one doesn't. It could just be stationary, sitting still, and you could be looking around everywhere. That's the difference.
Jim says hello, Paul.
Hey, yep.
What was it? He said, "Hey, yeah."
Hey, yep. Jim.
And they've not released all the specs yet because they're still working on it. The one that the prototype they were using were not fully incorporated into it yet. They've still got stuff to add to it.
So, do we have any estimation of when
When it's coming out?
Sometime
yeah.
next year, they
Yeah,
said.
January.
So estimate is January of 26?
It was a PETA.
So, which means they're almost done with it.
It means they're close, yeah. They're just fine tuning it. now.
It's
Yeah,
not like
as long as they don't run into issues, it should be January.
It's not like they're half done.
No, it's actually a working prototype. It just,
They're fixing any little
yeah, they're just refining it and increasing its specs.
I hope if they have a software that goes with the drone, that they make decent software.
Well, they do. It's Insta360 software.
What's up, Dre?
Plus, didn't they partner with a already established drone company too, which was probably a good thing too.
No, I don't know.
I thought
The big
y'all
drone
said
company.
this morning that they partnered with another drone company or something.
Well, no, Anti-Gravity are the drone company that's making it, but they partnered with Insta360 for the camera.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that they don't have to worry so much about the
It-
drone characteristics and stuff because they already got a company that knows what they're doing.
Is there another?
360's new.
Well, no, it's the first drone they've
I
ever
mean,
done.
Oh, is it?
Is
anti-gravity's new.
is there
okay.
is there another drone with an Insta360 panel camera?
No.
Yeah. Most people had to attach their Insta360s to the drones if they wanted to do something, but it didn't have all that feature where you could look around and everything. It was just you press record and then whatever footage you got after you landed, that's how you got it.
I
And
heard a Big Bang. Who was it?
Uncle Bill.
it records everything that's
Did you
around.
let him in?
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the shots that you're taking, but filming absolutely everything. And then you just set what you want to see in post.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what you have to do with an ordinary 360 camera anyway.
So, do we think this is going to be a hot selling drone, or do we think it's going to be an? We'll wait and see.
From all the stuff that it can do, when it comes out, if the price is right, yeah, it's going to sell.
Price is where it's going to get them.
But DJI have also said that they're working on one well. So it depends on which one comes out first.
Yeah, Draymond's going to buy like 3 of them.
Mm.
Dre.
And the camera's not at full 8K yet. It's still lower resolution, but it will be 8K when it comes out.
We'll see.
Mm.
It may release it before it's ready. Hi, guys.
Hi,
What's
Bill.
up?
Yeah, 8K is not ready yet. That's what I just was watching Flight Path. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Our friend.
Flight Path put together a nice film. I guess they had a big showing out here in Winchester, California, at the K1 go-kart facility. But I saw 2 or 3 different videos from the same location. So I guess
they've not got many of them made. So rather than send them out to anybody,
it was a sponsored event by Insta360, and they provided the mock-up drone. So no one has gotten a full production drone yet.
No, because it's not ready yet.
Right.
They're all prototypes.
And I saw Justin Goby's video, which was very nice. Him out doing his thing out in the backwoods and everything. Potato Jet was a decent one, especially for, like I say, it's a type of drone, just like with an action camera. If you're good at flying up close and getting some nice footage up close, it's going to be a nice little thing to have. It's an extra tool in your bag that you can have a action camera fitted on a drone. Like I said, the cameras itself are on a it's not on a 3-axis gimbal. It's not even on a gimbal itself. It's on stabilizers.
Yeah.
The cameras themselves don't move, so there is no control over the cameras.
So that's designed for Uncle Bill?
It's just about how you fly.
Well, it doesn't need to move because it sees all all around it anyway. It records all
Yeah,
around.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
if that drone had ability to tilt forward or completely up, you even get more of a dimension. But like basically you fly the drone very straight, narrow, and because of the camera's capability, you're able to do most of your magic is going to be in editing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can say you can have AI do your edit for you, or you'll learn to become a very good editor using this drone.
Do we think DJI will buy this company and then
No.
create their own
No.
360 camera?
Insta360 is a pretty established company. I don't think DJI wants to. I mean, they've already tried to compete because they got the Osmo 360 out.
Yeah. Well,
So I mean,
DJI
True.
if anything, DJI may come out with their version
they have
using
said
the
that
same
they developed,
similar technology that their Osmo 360 has them slapping on a drone.
they are developing it already.
Yeah, but I can say it's just like the Avata in a way where it's a niche drone that gives you a certain different perspective than from a regular drone. So I say if you're
Yep.
buying it, you're going to spend because no one mentioned the cost factor. The ones I saw, no one
Yeah.
mentioned the cost factor.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Avata with a 360 camera?
You get the same
Ooh.
kind of results, probably even better because now you're controlling the Avata. You have a lot more control. This thing is very basic in the controlling.
By the controller. Yeah.
Yep, you got to use that hand controller. Doesn't have a regular two stick
No,
controller.
they are
or even
developing.
developed for it. It's all done with a hand controller, and even then, you either go if you want to turn, either you turn your head or you turn the little wheel on the little controller stick,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
it does not turn like flying turn. It turns on a flat plane. So like I said, all your little fancy stuff
So-
is all going to be in post.
No, it will turn.
I can say it will turn, but it does not turn
It
like a
doesn't
drone.
tack
It,
like
it doesn't turn in the
drone
same
will
way.
bank. A drone
don't-
banks when it turns, and the camera stays steady. This does not bank. It turns on a flat plane. It does not bank. If you want to get the impression of that shot banking, you have to do it in post editing.
Yeah, but they are also developing a stick controller for it. It will when it comes out, it will have both
you
controllers.
mean a regular controller with
Yeah,
sticks.
stick controller. It already has a hand controller.
They got a chick
Talking about
stick.
something, 2 sticks.
Yeah, they're going to develop the other controller before it comes out as well.
Yeah, well, God bless them. I mean,
So-
it looks like I can say it look depending upon the final price of it will depend upon the success of the sales of it. If it's going to be
Yeah.
over $1,000, like $1,500 or something like that, I think
Yep.
it's going to fall on its face.
No,
I'm predicting more people will be able to see it about spring.
I think it's gonna be about
but I'm
1,200.
just saying the fact that it's like I say, it's another drone that will give you the FPV experience out of post production. That's it. Out of post production, you're not because like I say, even when you're flying it regularly, you don't get that FPV feel like you do with a Avata. All right, you're flying something very basic. Like Flight Path said, he had to relearn how to fly again because that controller, like you use for the Neo, the Avata, and I think whatever drone that controls that thing, it controls it much differently.
Yeah.
This thing, like I say, it flies on a flat plane. You do all your adventures and spins and everything else in post production. Just like if you got an action, I mean, you got the Insta3 X3, X4, X5, same thing. You just walk along with it, and then when you get done, you bring the footage back, edit it on your phone or on your laptop or tablet, and that what makes it look like you did something special. When all you did was walk down the street.
it's like a camera drone with goggles.
Yeah.
What it sounds like to me. It's like flying an Air 3S with goggles on.
Yeah, but the
Well,
only
yeah,
thing that
I
would
mean,
be different would
like
be
I
you
say,
could look
it's
around, right?
it's like I say, it's almost
Yeah.
like having an Insta360 camera with propellers on it. Like I
Yeah.
say, it's not the flying part that's gonna ooh and all ooh and all you. It's gonna be what you can do in post with the footage.
So, Dre, you think that technology of being able to look around though while the drone's like moving or just where the drone doesn't have to move, you think that would be good in like a search and rescue drone with like infrared, where the pilot could look around in all different directions really quickly?
Well, it depends. It's gonna have a lot of depends on questions on it. It's like, do you want your pilot to have a 360 view? Because that means he is taking his eyes off where he need to be flying, just like driving a car.
Oh,
Just
I
like
always
being,
look behind me while I'm driving
There
forward.
is a picture.
yeah,
Dre, it does do picture in picture in the goggles where
yeah.
the
And
small
like I said,
picture
how does
shows.
that work well for our helicopter pilots nowadays? They have picture in picture in
True.
their helmets for night vision and stuff.
No,
Not the best, not the best record.
the picture in picture shows the forward view of the camera, so that you
Uh-huh.
see where you're flying. The rest of the goggles show the 360 view.
The only
Mhm.
thing I would see with that is trying to focus on two perspectives at once, though.
That's the hope.
That
That's what I'm
would
saying. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
that
Justin.
would be a little finicky sounding. It just sounds like that would be kind of
It-
difficult to do, but I don't know. I've never done it, so
I'm gonna
it
show you
might
this right here. So I
it,
bring it
it
up.
might be okay. I don't know, or it might be weird. I mean, I guess you could get used to it if you did it
Mhm.
enough, but
Let me see if I haven't posted it up here. Let me see.
oh, I like the messages you sent me this morning, Dre. That was funny.
Or
It looked like the same guy.
It is. It's a comedian.
Oh,
He does comic for school districts or
oh,
teachers. He does time for staff and teachers. I've seen him twice. For my wife, she loves his comedy. I'm gonna show you this one here. Let me get ready to share this thing. Make sure I got it right. Where's the one? Yeah, I don't have to be no sound.
Open that.
Now you see that one there?
Mm.
All I was doing was walking with this thing shooting straight up above my head. My
Yeah.
wife and I went to Solvang last month, and that's all I'm doing. All the other angles and stuff, all done within the post software. But that's all I did.
That's a smooth video.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's, and that wasn't nothing. That's just basic. That's when I first time I took it out to really do some outside footage with it.
how much post production did you have to do to get the glare off the top of your head?
I kind of like that part,
Uh,
They know I don't have a skull cap on. It's real.
Russell, that is debatable.
But
You
like I was saying that, it's going to rely upon what you can do in post. It's not about how the drone flies and all that kind of stuff. This is something that's going to really be post production dependent.
I would say the only, and I don't know, you guys could disagree with me if you want, but I think the only professional work that would probably maybe be good for maybe real estate. You think?
Yeah, because those cameras are used
Yeah.
in real estate
Yeah.
today. Most of them will work with the what we call the Matterport software, which is
Mhm.
kind of like the most recognized software to use with real estate to get 360 environmental shots indoors. People have used it with the Insta360 cameras.
Yeah, because I mean, I would say if you were buying it just for personal use and not professional work, it'd probably be more of a gimmick. I guess if you were doing real estate, it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all about the post production. I mean, you can have, I think it was what's his name, Govey. His name. He talked about how you can use the AI to help track something. It will track something for you, and then, like I say, it's all done in post production
Donald?
though.
Hey, kids.
How you doing, Donald?
There's not a whole lot
Okay.
of action going on or requirement from you as a pilot to capture the moments.
You're talking about the
Moments are
360?
captured
Yeah.
afterwards.
I said the only professional application I could see it used for would be real estate.
But
Well, I can say,
No, I can
here's the
see
way to
it
say
being.
professional. I can say it's a great action camera to catch events. It'll be great for parades. It'll be great for, other outdoor type adventures. And like Andrew was saying about doing indoor tours.
It has the
Yeah.
same limitations.
However, you have to get close to the parade.
Right.
That's the only problem. Because that's the first thing I thought about was me when I do some press work with. I said, man, that'd be cool. But then I thought about how close I got to get to everything.
To get
It
the,
has the
get
same
the nice
limitations
effect-
as the regular Insta360.
Yeah.
You are offsetting your camera decisions for a later date, and you will almost always, if you're making camera decision, shooting decisions, you will almost always make a better decision in the field than you will in the future.
Yep.
Because you can't, once you're locked into a position on that camera, you can aim it wherever you want, but you can't change the position of the camera after the fact. You have to do that in the moment.
Don't
And so
know that when you hit the tugboat.
The benefit of having a 360 camera is in those situations where you don't know where you will need to aim the camera.
And Dre tried to hide that lamp.
And you can do that after the fact. But it's a very niche, like a stunt camera. It's for something very specific. And I don't know if doing a 360 drone, and what it will let you do is fake FPV.
Mm-hmm.
Fake a lot of FPV.
Yeah.
Well, I believe
What
it was in
about what
Potato-
Jim was saying,
Potato
surveying land?
Wait,
Is
wait.
that something you could use
No.
it for?
But
No,
You said it. You said it
No.
would be good to fake FPV.
To fake it.
it. Oh man, that'd be a good one for Lance.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying that when Potato Jet was talking about same thing with him, until he got comfortable with, the drone itself, the closer you can fly to the activity or action, that's when you get the real good shots with it. Like you say, the far away shots, they're not as dynamic. They're not as like I say, with some of the camera drones that we already have out there. It does
Jim,
not.
surveying land, that would not be those lenses would not be good for surveying
No,
land at
because
all.
you'll have too much warp.
Those are huge distortion. They say it's an 8K camera, but it's not. Once you actually punch in, you're punching in. Even 4K is still an extremely wide shot on those cameras.
Yep.
To get anything remotely framed up like a regular camera, you're going to be dropping
Don,
down to 1080.
it sounds to me, Don, like it's going to take a lot of editing.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
adding on to your normal editing process. You're adding camera decisions.
That's if you want to do it. You could also tell AI to do it. They can have a built-in AI to do it for you.
Yeah. But
If
at
you're lazy.
what point are you flying your drone? At what point are you making decisions?
Mm-hmm.
I think all of us who fly our drones and get shots with our drones are doing that to get those shots, and this is not getting those shots. I don't think this was. I think it's a stunt type of drone. I don't think it will.
Well, you got to have a small niche, right?
Right. And you know, there's gonna be a ton of drone videos out there that do the tiny worlds. Oh boy.
Yeah.
But you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the price point is going to be the kicker of how successful it is or isn't. If it's going to be a $1,500 plus drone, it's not going to survive.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
but
comes
that's,
in below 1,000, it'll find a place.
You know,
it won't come
don't
in under 1,000 with those goggles though.
mm-mm. And we don't need to compete with it. Other manufacturers are, I don't know if they're gonna follow suit, but what they should do instead to compete with it is don't do that. Give us a mechanical shutter. Give us an
Mhm.
aperture.
Mhm.
Let those of us who are going to be who want to control our shots all the way.
Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents. I think it's going to be a price point issue on what they're going to charge for it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be over half of the battle is the
I
price
will have
point.
to say, not all Planet videos are the same. Dre's was different. Turned out it was just his head.
Well, I tell you, it'd be some smooth terrain then.
I
There's
think
no ocean there.
if the price is way too high, no one's gonna bite buy
smooth
it.
terrain. Look how bumpy that noggin is.
Look how shiny that noggin is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, people are buying the Mini 4 Pro. Or yeah, the Mini 4 Pro. That's going to cost you $1,000, and then
Mhm.
they're flying it with the $600 goggles that come from DJI. So you're still talking $1,600, $1,700 then to do the same thing as you're going to get with this.
Yeah, but
So
the goggles are just the option that whoever wants to get the goggles can. You can fly a Mini 4 Pro without goggles with a regular controller.
well,
Yeah, but even if it's under 50, even if it's around 1,500, I think people will still spend the money because
Like I say, I'm just talking about
I'm
the
sure there's a
impact.
lot.
I mean, there's gonna be people who want this, but
Mhm.
it's the difference is how many people are gonna put money out, that kind of money out for this, like you say, so they can go out and buy a Mini 4K, Mini 3K, which are still selling like hotcakes even on the used market.
But are
Yeah.
they going to be selling like at Best Buy and Target and that?
Well,
Or are they going to be directly
that's
online?
an animal right there, because no matter what everybody
$1,000,000
thinks,
question.
DJI, Insta360 is a Chinese company.
It really don't matter who's selling it. It's just
Who's coming in?
Yeah, I think. Oh, hold on. I think this is the best one for either Johnny or Lance, so they don't have to worry about flying.
Speaking of Lance,
hey,
So that's what I'm saying. Depends upon when this thing gets released, what our policies are going to be, and who gets affected by it.
See, now Lance probably has a better grasp on this than any of us because he flies a 360 drone.
Right.
Lance gonna buy 2 of them.
I'm gonna buy one.
say,
Like I said, I could see Lance buying it. I said that from the
Lan-
first day we saw it.
Lance, we're talking about the anti-gravity A1
He knows
drone.
what we're talking about.
Yep, and it kind of looks like a toy drone ish, and everything kind of looks cheap. But I'm willing, depending on the price, to go for it. I mean, the footage is awesome, and I like the fact that my VLOS can watch me fly in my goggles, looking
Oh.
at me.
Don't come up here.
But to be fair, there's been a lot of people that have bought 360 cameras and not really used them that much. I
In
mean,
fact, I'm gonna go fly the
those
Russell
things ain't
building
cheap.
if it doesn't rain tomorrow.
How much does X5 run? Like $600 or something?
659. That's the creative combo or whatever it is. I looked today because I was thinking of getting that.
Like, how many times have you actually used yours, Dre? The only one I know of that uses it all the time is Lance.
I've used
Like I said,
my
I keep mine
X5.
with me. I keep it with me all the time because, like I said, I like the fact of what it can bring to the work that I do, walking around, looking at stuff on sites and stuff. So I bring it around. I have it with me all the time. I may not use it that day, but I do have it available with me everywhere I go.
I use it as, like I said, it's a stunt camera. If you watch my video on picking blackberries, it was the camera that I used to get the shot going through the blackberries and into the middle of the blackberry patch. I used it for that. I used it to get a couple shots of where I'm supposed to be looking down at a little kid and being the little kid. I used it for that shot. But
And that's why I was telling Don when I got my first one is that it's nice to be able to incorporate that camera with regular cameras.
Yep.
So you get a mixture of both footages. But like I say, if you learn to use it properly, you can use especially the X5 and X4 as a standalone camera, as long as you don't get crazy with all the different angles and stuff. You can have it do they call it a frontal look, to where it doesn't warp or anything. You can have it set for that, so you can do a vlog right away. So, like I say,
And Dre, you have the X4, and Mudball, you have the X5, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the X5 that much better than the X4? What are the advantages of an X5?
It's supposed to be a little better on low light. It had an extra processor on it to handle low light, to process the low light images, but it really.
And for me, Lance, I'm in before the street lights go on, so it's not a big deal with low light for me.
Okay. And the footprint's probably about the same on both, I'm guessing.
Almost identical.
Yeah, almost identical for that.
That's one of my concerns. That's why I stayed with the 2X's. It was so much smaller. But the quality's not nearly as good, I'm sure, of the X4 and X5.
Well, the company literally beginning of July just created their Facebook page.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez, got this BMW almost rear-end me. Slow down, dude. He's got a crack on his windshield.
Tomorrow in Port Huron, look for mostly sunny weather with a high of
There will be
Fahrenheit.
uses for this anti-gravity or whatever it's called, but my
I think it will be the drone that people who use the Action 5, the GoPro 13s, and other action cameras. This would just be the drone they would use to match with those cameras.
What do you think of this drone for, say, outside house inspections?
Outside house, once again, it depends what we talk about. Outside house inspections for roofs.
Doing roof inspections? No.
No.
You're gonna have to get so close to it to get detail. I would put the any of the even mid-range Mavic up against this for doing house inspections.
Yeah. Like
Maybe
I said,
a house fly-through might be
nice.
nice.
Indoor tours, because it is a 360 camera.
An indoor tour would be interesting. Yeah.
Yep, I would say an indoor would be better, much better than outdoor.
Indoor, well-lit rooms. You use it with the software. I know Matterport is one of the big ones out there.
Yeah, but Matterport really wants to have still images.
Yeah, but I know if you can have it on somebody's site to where they can scroll around and get the 360 views.
Right. You can do that with Matterport, and there's another one. I can't remember what it's called right offhand, but I would say you'd get a better shot off of the Insta360 The X5 is okay, but the one has a little bit bigger sensor.
Right.
And I think that on a tripod, walk around the corner, take your shot, go back into the room, move the camera. I think that you'd get a much better result than trying to get that same shot with the drone.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't use the drone. I was talking about the 360 cameras itself have been used for indoor. house 360
Right.
tools.
Mhm.
Right. I thought we were still talking about using this drone, this
using
360 drone.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't want to use a drone inside, but yeah,
No.
using a regular Insta360 camera,
The camera.
Osmo, or
Yeah,
even the
those 360
Insta360
cameras are great for doing those indoor tours. I was thinking
Right,
about
yeah.
I'm shocked that they put the camera in the front and not in the middle, although it's a small drone, so that might not affect it as much.
Well,
But-
most drones, the camera's in the front.
Well, not a
It is a
360.
360
my,
though.
my sphere is sitting on the side, not on the front. So it's having to slice. It's having to have the drone disappear in a spot that's not as great. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Well, what I saw today, Lance, is that the drone, the camera's one on top, one on bottom of the drone. And that's why it has retractable legs on it. So when it lands, it sends out a small pair of legs. So the front, the bottom camera doesn't hit, but you will need to make sure it's on a hard surface. If you land in some grass, you're going to get that bottom lens is going to get, touched. But it also has a more advanced technology to remove stitching.
And it has those legs, but those legs aren't very long. I'm sure some will come out with some
that's
extension
why I
on it.
said you need to have a hard surface to land on, because
Yes.
you land in some dirt or you land in some grass. Those
Yeah,
legs
it's going to be
ain't
using
gonna
the
help.
same
Yep.
processor for doing onboard stitching as the X5, right?
Yeah. So it has a.
I think so.
And I will
they
say
didn't-
the
they
stitching
didn't-
is
they didn't
pretty
say
good
if
on the
it matches
X5.
the X5, but they talk about it had advanced it removes the stitching very well.
Yeah.
And I saw
the anti-stitching on the X5 is
Jet's
really,
video.
really good, but
Yeah, I saw Jet's video, Flight Path, Jobin's video. I saw no stitching issues from anybody's video.
and that is another thing when you're shooting with the X4 or the X5, I'm sure you do the same thing as I do, is you remain aware of where that stitch line is going to be.
Right.
And
Try to
put
avoid
it and you get somewhere where you like, hey, there's a vertical, I can hide a stitch line right there.
Mhm.
Yep,
And
pre-plan. You want to pre-plan it.
and
get
so
an idea.
doing that with the drone, it's going to be a little more difficult to plan your stitch line in the air.
Mhm.
But I mean that drone disappeared completely on all that video.
Well, I'm sure they showed you the best best
Of course.
part of it, didn't they?
Like I say, saw no stitch line on none of them. Saw no props on none of them.
I mean, I could show you a video of my ass and you wouldn't find a pimple on it, but that's because I edited it
You know
out.
what, Don? When you said you should do video of the blackberries, I thought that's what you did.
The what?
Talking
Oh,
about
the blackberry.
pimples.
No, but the videos of your blackberries.
I don't want to see no blackberry.
Talking about pimples, I just got 2 moles burned off, and it stings. Ooh, I'm stinging right now.
Ooh, Don's got peppers.
Yeah.
Right. What's up?
My dermatologist said you have no skin damage. I'm like, I just bought you a beer, dude. Thank you.
That just means Lance wears a hat a lot.
Look at that. Starting to dry out in the bottom.
What's up, Hot Rod? It's better this way now.
But yeah, it's like my sphere. If I'm too close to the object, I'm going to see a stitch line. I just got to know where I'm going to fly it so I don't get that stitch line, and then edit it around it on top of that.
I agree, Hot Rod. If it's similar to the Air 2S, it's going to be a pretty good camera.
The Sphere is great on the Air 2S. Oh, the 360 camera.
Yeah, look at my last. I just posted a video, I think yesterday or today, on a flight over a water and a dock, and with my sphere, and the lighting is good, so it turned out fairly decent.
know, everybody's talking about 360 cameras, and Randy comes in talking about moles getting burned off his wife.
Well, he's on topic because she got exactly 360 moles removed.
Will the Mini 5 have a 360 camera on it or a 360
No.
function?
No.
Nope.
No.
No,
This-
but I heard there's going to be a DJI 360 drone. I thought I heard that somewhere.
DJI was working on 360 well, they were doing the 360 camera,
They've done
Okay.
that. That's out.
Not the drone. Okay, yep.
but I don't know if they were planning on putting on a drone.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
I think you're
Well,
right.
if they do that high quality with a drone, with a 360 camera, I mean,
I tell
Endless.
folks nowadays, no use getting excited because even if they do, it may not be sold in America.
No, I didn't hear that, Randy. Didn't have my headphones on when you guys said that.
And I was talking to Tom Dowling earlier today because he has the X5, and I know Don has the X5, and I know that Dre had the X4. And I'm like, okay, since I don't have either of those, I might as well go with the X5 because it's only like $70 more, I think. But I don't need I don't need a selfie stick. I don't need an SD card. There's the lens
Yeah,
part would
you'll
be
need
nice.
SD cards. You always need more SD cards.
I've got not over a million, but I've got a lot of SD cards now. So
Okay.
I don't need. I need an SD card like I need a hole in the head. I've got
Okay.
them stacked on my desk. Literally at least 100.
Okay.
you need a
The,
bigger memory card.
Yeah, he
Then.
just keeps raiding the school supply closet for SD cards.
Yeah.
School's wondering why they have a $20,000 a year budget for SD cards.
Yeah, in that case, I would just, if I was you, buy the base X5 and get an extra battery.
Yeah, and then the lens cover and the whatever they are, removable lens or.
Well, if it comes with the little bag, I've got the little neoprene lens cover that goes on it,
Yeah,
and I don't use it. I use the bag
yeah.
because it's just more convenient, I think.
And is the lens cover that big black rubber thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought the
have
lenses
that.
scratched easy on those things.
Yeah, but they're
It's
easily
really
replaced.
Okay. They're
On
not
the
expensive.
X5, you can replace them. The other
X5,
ones you just
Yeah,
need.
not on any of the
Yeah.
others.
But I put it in a little bag. I don't keep anything else in the bag. The bag is only for the X5. It gets
Yeah.
zipped up and it protects it.
Yeah, Randy, I have never had any trouble with SanDisk.
It don't matter the brand. You're gonna have one go out on you at some point or another.
Is Randy having trouble with moles?
Yeah, he said something about having one on his ass. I don't know. It was a little painful when he sat down.
How many
All right.
does he have in the ground?
Do you think these bananas are done?
Yeah,
They
well
look
done.
brown.
You know those are
Time
for
for
now.
Time for some banana bread.
Banana bread, banana pancakes.
Banana bread. Don't forget the walnuts.
So, do you prefer banana bread or banana pancakes, there, right?
Banana bread. I'm not a big fan of banana pancakes.
Mango pancakes. Mango bread.
Yep. I'll freeze them and
Those
Make
cyber
banana
trucks
bread.
look like garbage cans. Got one pulling up next to me.
They look like a big triangle.
They look like something that would be made with Minecraft.
They actually look like they look
Randy,
like they belong in Space 1999.
Justin, Randy has a comment and it's towards you. Justin?
Yeah, I think Elon Musk watched far too much Space 1999 when he decided on that Cybertruck.
Yeah. And the last not even 2 years, they've had so many recalls on that Cybertruck.
That's every damn car company these days.
Mm.
Every year they try to reinvent the wheel when they make a fucking car. And then they get a million recalls on them.
Well, F-150s are being recalled due to something with the brakes.
I mean, it was just like Honda back in the day. I think Hyundai and Honda had a big ass problem with their airbags about 10 years ago.
Well,
They had to
who didn't
recall
have a
millions
problem
of
with
them.
airbags 10
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago?
Everybody got hit by the airbag.
My cousin got money from that because she was sitting at a red light and her fucking airbag deployed and busted her face all up.
Mm.
She got like 20 grand from that, from the
So
lawsuit.
she looks like you now?
My dad's Honda Jazz has got an outstanding recall on its airbag, passenger airbag.
And you know, there's some recalls that are actually safety recalls that are almost permanent. Like, so you know, remember the old cars that had the
Oh, yeah.
seatbelts that would go forward and backwards when you'd open the car?
Yeah.
They don't put them in cars no more, but there's still a safety recall that if you own a car that's manufactured by a company that's still in business, they still have to honor that recall if it
Well,
breaks.
I forget the car.
Because
There
of the
was
safety
one
issue.
recently. The car will be in park, but it will still roll backwards.
Hmm.
And another one where the rear tire and part of the axle will just fall off while you're driving.
That's all right. You just shift to the other side of the car and counterbalance the weight. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the manufacturer is, but it sounds like my dune buggy.
What? That's happened?
No.
His June
Oh, so-
buggy's a lot lighter now than it was when he built it.
Ed, Donald, have you looked up to see if Volkswagen had any recalls on that thing? Come to find out, all the work he's put in it would have been paid for.
Joe, you fly your Avata 2 yet?
No.
Loser.
Oh, damn.
Oh, how's the knee, Joe? Doing better?
It's there. It's
Now
still in
it's-
the same place.
Now his shoulder's hurting.
Yeah, my shoulders hurt me more than my knee.
And his ego.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Stop laying on that shoulder.
I wake up in the middle of the night laying on that freaking shoulder and it's killing me.
I know. I say stop laying on that shoulder.
I
I
gotta
put
stop
them
this.
pillows.
I'm trying.
I put
Trying to
some
figure out how to
pillows
do it.
behind you, so in the middle of the night it serves a reminder you can't turn over.
I thought he couldn't turn over because the dog is sleeping right there.
It builds
There's
up
no
off.
dog on my bed. No, wait.
How do you
She
know where
wasn't there
this?
last night.
He's got 3 dogs, Andrew.
I know, but how does he know what they're doing while Joe's asleep?
No, did you see the video I showed him? This kind of reminds me of Joe. I showed it this morning. Hold on.
Here we go.
There we go. He's giving you the high blood.
Nice.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna stay like this.
Now tell me if this ain't true right here. Watch this. Okay. When you get pulled over for texting and driving,
We got a suspect texting and driving. Suspect's texting and driving. We got a code 5921. He's using technology while Yep, we're booking him right now. It's breaking right.
If using technology while driving was illegal, the cops would be busted.
they will be, man. They'll be driving down the road doing shit on their laptop. Just
Because
Did you hear about that cop that got in trouble like 6 months ago? So he ran into the back of this lady, right? And they went and reviewed the footage from inside his car. And his phone comes across the screen for a split second, and they paused it and were able to get a crystal clear picture. He was watching porn while he was driving. Ran in the back of some chick.
Nice.
But if he would have put if his phone, because he tried to say he was texting a group text of a bunch of other officers, and it turned out he
bunch of
actually
them
did.
watching.
You know, they went and checked his phone and everything. Turned out he never sent a message when he said he was. And then they froze frame, and you could see clear as day the porn on his phone.
That actually been worse if he'd been sending porn to all the other officers.
If they had a group chat with porn.
Mm-hmm.
Just saw his DUI I got earlier.
You open the group text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 porn links.
I thought
What are you
that
guys
was funny
doing?
as shit.
That's because he's just a porn dog.
Oh my God, here we go with our jokes again.
Bad jokes.
I liked it, Joe.
That's the art joke.
Mm.
And it's always in the gutter.
Now that would be embarrassing getting fired for that, though. I'll tell you that.
Well, you know,
Hey, is that
here?
Is that bad storm that stopped the golf for a couple of hours heading your way, Joe? It was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's north of
Tennessee heading my way.
There's one.
Actually, Tennessee be northeast of him.
Yeah.
There's a storm. It's called Tropical Storm Aaron. It's gonna loop off the coast and
Hey, Joe,
and then it will hit Mr. White.
Joe, I'm still learning kind of how to use that app because it's got weird controls. But is it looking like that on there? Does it see how much they have?
Yep.
Up?
There it is.
Yeah, that's it. Turning way out.
Because they had it going straight this way for a couple days, and then they
But Justin, zoom out. There should be 3 more behind it.
I ain't
Yeah,
showing
that's no
nothing.
big deal.
Yeah. That might catch that if it comes in a little shallow. That might catch the Carolinas.
No, it's going straight out to sea.
They
If
were saying it'd probably go like that. But I mean, you never know. Any kind of thing could happen last minute, and Dre's right. It could go that way, but
catch the Carolinas or southern part of Virginia.
I hope the Carolinas
because
they don't need that shit.
Yeah, they don't need the Carolinas.
Dre make a very wet DC.
Dre may remember 2004 Hurricane Charlie. It's been 22 years.
Who would remember that?
Dre
Why would Dre? Dre lives in California.
or Justin.
I didn't live here at the time.
Justin lived in California.
That would be Brenda.
That's
Brenda would know
21
about
years.
that.
It hit Florida, came up to the top of Florida, went through the Carolinas, and straight up.
Worst thing Dre gets is like a dust bowl once in a while.
We've
Maybe a
had
wildfire.
several earthquakes in the last week or so.
They've been bad or just little trimmer ones?
No, the worst one was a 4 point something right out here in San Bernardino.
Not
Came about,
too
I was at
bad
work
enough to wake
about
you
a
up,
week
though.
ago. About 4.35
Hey, Dre, do you have wildfires out there?
constantly, year round. They got 3 going right
Well,
now.
it's like asking if Florida's hot. Paul.
Right now, we got the Grapevine is on fire, which is the main corridor for Interstate 5 going from north to south of the entire West Coast. So that shut down last night. And then we still got fires burning in Riverside County. And I think there's somewhere else I heard there's a fire burning still.
Here in the Midwest, when the tornado sirens go off, we go outside on the front porch and wave at them as they go by.
Oh, you know that's what majority of people do, run out to see if they can see the fucking thing.
Well, hell yeah, we had a tornado within inside of the house a few years ago, and all the nieces and nephews were over in our basement, and I was down there with them. I'm looking around for my wife. She's up on the deck, and I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm going to go outside and sit on the deck with my wife and watch the tornado. They're like, why didn't she come down here? Because she's crazy? Well, why are you going up there with her? Because it'll sound better when they make a country song about us.
Donald up there playing the fucking Titanic music as they're going away.
Oh, I tell
Going
you
down
this,
with the
Justin. I
ship.
saw
About
this.
he
short
was
clip.
safe until his wife was up on the deck and he ran up and they both got sucked up by the tornado.
Yeah, I saw this
Sounded
short
more
clip,
like the
Justin,
Titanic.
Uh-huh.
and this guy.
Wife
I
was
guess
on the
this
deck.
guy. Well, he was going on a rant about his girlfriend or wife, wherever she was. She went back to her ex baby daddy, and he had threw all her clothes out on the front porch. But as the picture widens up, it shows him living in a single wide trailer, and I'm thinking, why is he really complaining? And this is what you offering her, is a single wide trailer. And you can tell, I mean, there ain't no sidewalks, ain't nothing. I was like, and you live in probably in the middle of Tornado Alley.
Right.
In a tin can.
Yep.
Oh, tornadoes
and you
are
raving about her going back to her ex. I'm
yeah.
like,
Tornadoes are mobile homes arch nemesis.
yeah, it's like,
TJ.
I say mobile homes are like bowling for dollars.
Hey, TJ.
That's why I don't understand why they allow mobile home parks in Florida. I don't know why they even allow that shit. I think that as they're slowly, because some trailer parks around here are starting to die off, and there's property, investors coming in wanting to buy them up. I think right there, they should start banning them as they're dying off.
Yep.
Because there's no reason for them. It's stupid.
I
I mean, you're just asking for trouble.
I thought Florida was a land of the free. Why do you want to make some regulation about where you can
Because
live?
it's dangerous.
All right, fascist.
But Dre, how was the Grand Canyon fire?
What's up, TJ?
Well, he doesn't live next to the Grand Canyon, do you?
No.
You keep asking him about stuff that's in different states.
I didn't know if it was spread towards him.
The Grand
no
Canyon, there's a fire in Grand Canyon, or are you talking
Yeah,
about
on
Runyon
the,
Canyon?
on the eastern rim.
I didn't know that.
Oh, matter of fact, if you pull up that weather app that I got, hold on. It actually will show you all the
Do
fires.
they have a smoke on there?
Yeah, look at this shit. So when you put in the fire button on it, it shows you. Look at all the fires around the country and up in Canada and shit in Alaska.
Yeah.
And each one of these will give you a different detail. See, they'll tell you how many acres, how much it's contained, updated time 5 hours ago, how many personnel. And
Fires in Alaska. Didn't know ice burnt.
See, these ones under investigation. See,
But the fire from mid Canada, the smoke is being felt in New York State right now.
oh, we
It's all
got
the way up into Alaska.
yeah. Well, we got smoke from Canada down here. Well, about 2 years ago, but it was so thinned out by the time I got here, you couldn't notice it. I mean, you didn't see it.
About a year ago, it
But
looked.
we did get the smoke.
A year ago, my uncle looked in upstate New York, stepped outside on the porch, looked out, and it was yellow. It's never yellow because of the smoke. So much smoke.
And it was all yellow.
Yellow. I was just singing that same damn song.
What were they doing? Burning sulfur.
Do
Yellow
what?
I hate it
smoke.
when they got the Sahara.
No, it's just
Sahara
the
dust on it.
atmosphere and the sunlight off of it.
Yellow smoke.
No, not the. No, it's just the way it looks from the sun beating on it. Oh yeah, I remember a couple of years ago the fires were so bad in Canada. I remember Mike Nitrain was saying that he could smell it in his house, inside of his house. He could smell the smoke. It was that bad in his area.
You sure that wasn't him smoking?
It might have been.
He wouldn't have known the difference.
I didn't think of that.
Last summer, I could smell them from my house, all the way in South Carolina, from Canada.
Yeah, Canada's
Yeah,
had
but
just as
when they
bad
had the Sahara
wildfires. as-
Sahara dust, do you smell that? Smells like camels.
Yeah, we get that red dust here as well from the Sahara.
There's
Yeah,
David.
Florida's area gets a big old thing of that.
I'll let
every
you
year.
in, David. Everybody just was looking at it.
I've never noticed it in the atmosphere or anything, but apparently we get that.
Cheers, Joe. I know what they're like.
Well, you can usually see it on your car after the rain stopped.
But at times, the smoke and the dust can create a beautiful sunset.
Depends if you can see it through choking.
So what's going on over there, David?
Not much.
Hey, we had 15 minutes of rain this afternoon.
Back up. That big thunderstorm yesterday literally stopped just before it got to us. It's like, no.
That happens around here every week.
Yeah, well, we need it urgently.
You guys are going through a little drought yourselves, ain't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to live 40 minutes away on the train to London. It's now an hour and 20 minutes because the train tracks are all drying out. They have to slow the trains down.
Oh, it's too hot for them to run the trains, huh?
Yeah. No, we're weatherproofed with that. It's the ground that's given way.
Oh.
Hey, Paul, I heard they charged that guy in DC throwing that Subway sandwich at that federal officer.
Yeah.
And they charged him with a assault on a federal officer.
Yep.
They said they considered the sandwich a club.
A club
You
sandwich.
consider the sandwich a what?
A
A
club.
club.
Oh, it was a club sandwich? I guess he should have went for the meatball, huh?
Yeah. But Shapiro says, you think you're funny throwing it? Then the guy worked for the Department of Justice. He was an attorney. They fired him today.
Yeah, he lost his job.
Yeah, they fired him real quick. And then he's going to be charged. I'll tell you, Gene Shapiro, did you hear what Tyrus said? Tyrus said when he's on the 5, all she's got to do is talk, and he said he gets scared. He said, I start shuddering, you know. When she says, hey, he says, hey, Tyrus, and he said, I shake. That woman scares me.
Who are you talking about?
Gene Shapiro.
Jeannie Shapiro.
Judge Janine
When she
Shapiro
was a judge in New York.
from
She was
Fox.
probably one of the most feared judges in New York. And she was, I think she was family court.
Yep. And now she's the attorney general for DC.
Yeah.
I watched her press conference this afternoon. Yeah,
Oh, she's tough, boy.
she was up there ripping.
Catch you later, Donald. Nice talking to you.
Later, Donald. Well, if I was married to her, it'd be yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, don't let her get liquored up. She'll go on a tyrant.
Oh boy.
Was your
she's
baseball
salted.
season started up again?
Do what?
Your baseball season started again.
I don't know. I don't watch baseball. Baseball's boring as
What do
shit.
you mean stop again?
No, it's still in the middle of it.
No,
They just finished spring break. It's
All
spring-
right.
They getting down to the end of the season. Dodgers just fell out of first place. San Diego's in first place by themselves.
Yeah, they had the end of it.
I've just noticed the Phillies are playing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't stop playing until what? Like October
Yeah.
almost.
I can't
And-
watch baseball games. They're so fucking long. And their
And
season is so long too.
That's that ADD, man.
and the Yankees stink right now. They've lost quite a few in a row.
They've won
Like-
enough World Series. They can fuck off for a while.
They were at the top, and then all of a sudden they went real quick.
Yeah, because they've won like a ridiculous amount of World Series, haven't they?
Yeah, they got their fair share. That's for sure.
Who's the guy that came
Like
up the
with
other
most
night against
sports,
the
baseball
Astros?
is very city dependent as far as who knows what's going on. I mean, if you're from a big city, your teams are always more popular than the cities like it.
TJ,
How many people know anybody that follows the Montreal Expos or follows?
TJ, yes, you do hear seagulls because
I don't even know a single player on there.
Yeah,
Think
and
it's lambs.
even the Houston Astros, because when you talk about baseball in Texas, you don't even know they even got baseball teams. And they're big. Houston, Dallas, you got the Rangers, and you're like, if you ain't the Cowboys, you ain't nothing in Texas.
Well, it's like, like I said, I was saying that baseball used to be what we considered America's pastime, is what it was always labeled.
Yeah.
But if you look at it now, man, if you look at just a regular football game and a regular baseball game, the football game, the stadium's packed. Baseball game, half the stadium will be empty.
Hey, Andrew. Did you know?
Like I said, it depends on how popular it is in its area. Like right now, because of the run the Dodgers have been on for the last couple of years, they sell out pretty regular unless they're playing during the week. They play a weekend game, they're sold out.
Yeah. Did you know Captain Joe's playing a part in Back to the Future? If he doesn't get his parents back together, he keeps disappearing. Look.
He's still here.
No, he's fading out. Look.
It's because he's shifted.
Oh, and that's because he's got this microphone that's right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye,
Are you, David, are you at the beach by chance?
No.
HR must have walked in.
Yeah.
Either that or he's sitting in front of a fan. Somebody's sitting in front of a fan.
Andrew, it's Lance, not me.
Lance, are you at the beach?
I've got my air conditioning on.
He's in his car.
No, we're keeping the seagulls.
Andrew, it's 10 mid.
You hear the seagulls because I got my drone up. My drone is up about 140 feet. They don't like it. I'm doing a hyperlapse of the intersection. If you guys want to know where I am, go to 320th and Pacific Avenue in Federal Way, and I'm sitting at the Chipotle Mexican Grill. I'm doing a hyperlapse.
Yeah. And Andrew, it's 10
right. Somebody get them details and ring them and say there's a drug deal going on. It's being dropped by a drone.
TJ was asking.
Yeah, I got a question though. Isn't TJ working right now?
Hold on.
If TJ's working right now and he's here in Seagull, doesn't he work by the beach?
All right, Mark, what were you trying to say?
Why would we be at the beach? It's 10 to midnight.
Who be at the beach?
Mark, some people walk.
Andrew asked if I was at the beach.
Some people walk the beach late at night because they can't sleep.
Not when it's 50 miles.
It's 50 miles to the beach from his house.
I've got seagulls and they don't like my drone, but I'm 150 feet up.
They'll flip them off.
Are they chasing it?
I saw one fly in front of the camera. So.
Oh, they might not be chasing. There might just be a group of seagulls that happen to be in the same area as his drone.
So I wonder, do the seagulls think your drone is another seagull?
They don't like drones. The birds circle and.
They'll
If
know
you
when his
actually
drone gets it
listen
up the battery
carefully,
port.
Andrew, listen carefully to the seagulls. They're saying, off our chips.
Yeah. I don't know how.
You don't know what, Justin?
You guys like the ambiance of my seagulls?
I don't hear any seagulls. I just hear wind noise from the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Every now and again, you'll hear the seagull.
I roll
I
my
thought
window
I
down.
thought that was Lance cutting wind.
Yes, TJ.
It's either seagulls or Lance needs to oil his propellers on his drone.
Either that or it's your parrot.
They're all in
Oh,
bed.
Another seagull.
You can still hear one every now and again.
Yeah, that'll be either the cockatiels, who just keep shouting for no reason, or
Is-
Rio and Bluey.
Is the drone too small for the seagull to grab it? Or
No.
too big?
No.
Be right back. Gonna go get a drink.
Justin, I heard another crane collapse in Florida, this time into a house.
Well, they shouldn't let cranes drink. They know it's hard to fly when they've been drinking.
I'll be back, guys.
Let me guess, more ships.
A ship.
Oh, a ship?
And I looked and I didn't see any other ships for 30 miles north and 60 miles south.
So it'll be there a few hours.
What
No, he's
time is
saying
it?
there's
It's
no
five-
other
it's
ships.
7
in
o'clock.
that
It's
area.
almost dark.
So he's only got one to catch.
Got
A few hours
another
for them to arrive.
hour of sunlight.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
if one of
9
those
minutes
ships can
left in my
cover
night
60
ride.
miles in 2 hours.
No.
I mean, if they're going like 30, 40 knots, maybe.
Yeah,
No, they're only doing 10 to 15 knots.
Yeah, they're kind of.
Who's paying knots?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So,
Question. Should the lime float in your drink?
What?
When you put a lime in your drink,
Yeah.
shouldn't it float?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, mine went
Could
straight to the
depend.
top.
Could depend on the buoyancy of the liquid you're putting it in,
Well, it's water.
and whether you squeezed it or not.
Depends on how ice was.
Just a slice of lime.
What'd you put it in? Water?
Yeah.
You're drinking lime water?
No, it's orange, pineapple, and lemon cordial in water with a lime wedge.
Was that like watered down juice?
We call it squash or cordial.
So it's like a concentrated juice that you water
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
You just add water to it.
well, it depends on how much flavor you want.
Oh, dude, I don't do it. Like when I buy apple juice, it says concentrated, and I hate when
No,
people put
not
water.
that one. Not like
I
that.
drink it straight,
No,
right out the
it's-
bottle.
juice. It's actually squash.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't drink this straight from the bottle because
Nope.
they don't do it single concentrate now. It's 4 times concentrated.
Oh yeah, I used to hate when I had a couple friends' moms used to do that. They'd buy apple juice, and they would water it down, and it tastes like watery apple juice. It's disgusting. It used to piss me off. Like if I buy apple juice or orange juice, I'm drinking it straight out the bottle.
Now, the only time we use apple juice is if we're smoking, say, pork butt.
Oh no, I love apple juice. Apple juice actually has more vitamin C in it than orange juice does, but everybody seems to want to drink orange juice.
Right, I think you call it Crush. Orange Crush.
We have soda called Crush, yeah.
No, it's not a soda. It's not fizzy.
Oh, okay.
You put like half an inch of this in the bottom of the glass and then top the glass up with water.
And you mix it?
Well, yeah.
This stuff.
Hold on, your screen ain't sharing yet. There you go. Never seen that before.
Some of that is orange juice.
Variations
of orange juice.
I'm not sure that they don't call it cordial.
That's why I've put orange cordial in the US.
Yeah.
Soon the price could change due to tariffs. Justin, did you hear about Trump's meeting tomorrow with Putin?
Dude, I've been so busy the last few days, I ain't watched shit.
Well,
good
Trump,
thing it's Saturday now.
Fuck off, Lance.
what's on Saturday?
You're gonna be biting your tongue here in a couple weeks.
He's not working.
It's every day is a Saturday for Lance.
Because Lance, we took our summer break a few weeks before Lance. So he's still on summer break, so he keeps giving me shits because every day's Saturday for him.
Like that song. Saturday, 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 Saturday.
Saturday night.
Elton John.
It does. When you're on summer break, oh my God, every day feels like the same day.
Saturday in the park. Every day's the 4th of July. Who sang that, guys? Saturday.
That song doesn't sound familiar at all.
I've never heard that one.
You guys, it came out in the 70s, mid 70s probably.
I think Lance sang it then.
Yeah.
Saturday in the Park is the name of the song.
We won't say it's AI generated, we'll just say it's Lance generated.
The Beach
First
Boys?
one that can identify the rock group wins a cyberbuck.
I want to say it was from the 1980s.
Nope, it was in the mid 70s.
He told you when it was from.
It wasn't Sabbath.
Chicago.
Oh, come on. I was looking it up, damn it.
Oh, okay. Took you a while.
I was just typing it in. I wanted to see what popped up. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway because I just want to see if it pops up from what I was going to put in the search.
Chicago was a sick group back in the 70s, man. They were the bomb.
Yeah, them and Boston.
Yep. They were before Boston, actually. They kind of Boston came after a little bit after.
Okay, actually, there's a lot of Saturday songs from the 70s. You got Saturday Night in the Park by Chicago, Saturday Night Special by Leonard Skinner, Saturday Night in Toledo, Ohio by John Denver, Saturday Night by Bay City Rollers, one more Saturday Night by Grateful Dead, and then there's like a whole shit ton more. I'm not going to read all of them, but yeah, there's a crap ton of Saturday songs.
I
but
think
Chicago was at the top.
I think Lynyrd Skynyrd have got to be the most unfortunate rock band in the world.
Jody.
Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboys.
Nail varnish.
What
a name of a song.
Half of Lynyrd Skynyrd died in a plane crash while we had tickets to go and see them.
Wow. I remember that.
And they reformed as the Rossington Collins Band, so we got tickets to see them, and they bloody had a plane crash as well.
Well, stop buying tickets, you Wally. You're killing people off.
Oh, good. I'm going to have a fire engine in my Hyper. The last 43 seconds.
You just drive through or happen to park in front of where you were taking it?
Probably about only 5 images of the fire truck.
At least you got the fire truck.
Yep.
And Eagles also had one in 1973. Saturday night. And
Yes.
the Sandpipers, I've never heard of them. Elton John.
We had a pop called the Saturdays.
Thelma Houston,
Guys,
I've never heard of
bring
them
the
either.
bring the bird down.
Earth, Wind, and Fire had one.
They were good.
Seemed like
Earth-
everybody was copying song titles back then.
No, Earth, Wind and Fire hold the record for the most number of people in the band.
Well, like
You-
the biggest amount of band members.
Yeah, they used to have about 20 people on stage.
I know. What was that? Who was it? There was a rock group from the 90s that had a shit ton of people, like 90s, 2000s. It wasn't Disturbed, was it? I think Disturbed had like 9 members or something.
Oi,
Let's see which band had the
ain't
most
go to
members.
sleep.
I don't know.
Well, Disturbed is still touring, so
Where's JD when I need him? He would have known the answer to that.
Where's Donald?
cooking dinner, I think. I could be wrong.
Now, if you're going over the lifetime of a band,
Be right back.
because they're going by like members over the time of the group's inception.
Then it'll be Atomic Kitten. They had a new woman every week.
No, there was a Japanese idol group called AKB48 that had up to 292 different members in its history. And then the next one's Parliament Funkadelic.
I know Heartwind have had a lot of members altogether over the past, when were they formed? 1968, I think, something like that.
Well, the next
And
top,
they're still going.
well, the next top 4 under that Japanese band is Parliament, Funkadelic. You got Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the Drifters, and the Waterboys. I've never heard of any of them.
Nope.
Yeah, Blood, Sweat and Tears, definitely.
David, have you heard of any of them?
Let's see here.
Does it say if they're American bands?
Which one did you say you heard of, Mark?
Blood, Sweat and Tears.
They had 183 members.
Still, that's still a lot of members.
But you got to remember too, this isn't like saying that members at one time. This is members over the band's lifetime.
Yeah, but
of it
still.
being around.
Oh, Justin, you're an asshole.
What?
A fucking laptop. Windows did its updates today. Yeah, completely crashed the fucking Windows. I have to go and reinstall Windows on it.
Fucking Paul Merton Jr. over here.
You get a bad update there, David?
I think it must have gone corrupt when it did the switch over, because it deleted all the software but kept all the files.
We must be sending all the shit updates over there because I don't ever have any of them. Giving you guys all our leftover updates.
Yeah.
All the beta shit we don't want to test on our own computers.
It was about 6 years ago. I had a bad update on my old laptop. And so I had to get the guy to install a new hard drive. He crashed the hard drive. Because the hard drive was too small in size for the size of Windows updates.
Oh, and I got a message from YouTube the other day, an email, and it said, "We'll soon enable automatic dubbing on your channel. That means that your YouTube will automatically generate translated audio tracks in different languages, making your content accessible to more viewers."
Oh yeah, I
And
have that.
yeah, and I don't have to. You don't have to set anything up or turn it on or anything. It just does it on its own.
Oh, that's going to be
Which is
great,
pretty
isn't it?
cool.
That'd be great for my Euro trucking. Instead of it'll be ha.
I mean, that is cool though, because I mean, it is a possibility to open up your channel to other countries. You know, non-English speaking countries.
No. I want to. Right, I'm going to have to do a live. Right, when it comes in. Right, because I want to hear it dub us talking on Zoom to another language.
Yeah.
Every now and again, you'll just hear the word "fuck."
I want to hear us in Japanese.
But see, I don't know if you can choose it. Like, say I'm watching a video, I don't know if I could choose the language that I want to listen to it in, or if it just goes by wherever your account's out of, like whatever country your account's out of.
VPN.
Like, is it automatic or? Yeah, but
It'll be
VPN wouldn't
automatic
work because your
VPN-ing.
account. It wouldn't work because your account would be registered still in the country of origin.
Doesn't matter.
So can they dub English into American?
Well, in the southern
Wait
U.S.,
till
there'd
it
be a
dubs
lot of
America.
Spanish.
Wait till it dubs America into English. Bollocks.
It's gonna no, it's gonna dub Mark talking. I had some proper tea today. It's gonna be like, "You uppity some bitch."
What about Australian into English?
It's more or
that's
less
just
the
gonna be
same.
gibberish. Have you heard Dominic talk?
Yeah.
You're on a bit late tonight, aren't you, Justin?
I'm about to
Did
get off in a
Crawford
minute.
disappear on us? Is Crawford still here? Is he gone?
Well, he left a while ago.
Okay.
He just dropped out. The only people that are here are Andrew, Mark, myself, and Justin.
And Lance.
No, I think HR walked in his office.
He did not drop off very quick, didn't he?
He does that sometimes, though.
Joe's gone? Joe left us?
Yeah, he got up out of his chair and fucked off.
Okay.
No, he's here. He's just doing something.
Nah. He's walking across and he's going to pull up on Paul's chair in a minute.
Thinking how he's gonna fill the landfill, I think. What's next?
Next is gonna be the Anchor Make printer.
Careful now, Lance, because you're gonna start
He
talking
heard-
shit. And he's gonna be running back to the computer to respond and trip
Wait.
and fall. Do it.
Why is he
He
having
can-
issues? Is he having issues with?
He'd be like, "What did Lance say? That son of a bitch!" As he's running back to the computer.
Yeah.
What are you having for dinner, Joe?
I had a chicken ranch wrap.
Ooh, nice.
I know you're having any issues with bamboo, Joe.
Nope.
No.
I'm jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
Catch
Bye,
you later.
Justin.
See you, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Now we can talk about him.
Son of a bitch.
Because they're talking about him while he was there.
Okay, so my 1000 ND filter is a variable. I don't know what it goes up, what the range is, but I had it wide open, so I'm not going to be as happy with it. I wanted it to be really dark. But, oh well.
I think you likely can fix that in post, right?
Yeah, I can fix it in post.
Be right.
But as far as the blurry, that if I had it on 1000, the shutter would have stayed open longer. It would have been, the cars would have been more of a trail than a fixed car. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know. We'll see. But my hand is hurting. That doctor burned that all right off my hand.
Oh, somebody HR walked in on Andrew.
Yeah.
There are a million policemen driving this area today. What's going on? Seeing like 3 cops already. Although the police station's right down the street, so it could be that they're getting on or off duty. It's supposed to rain like crazy tomorrow, guys, so I won't be flying. I may walk in the rain. We'll see. Saturday in the park. Wish it was the 4th of July. Saturday in the park. What a great song that was. I think it came out of, I'm guessing, if I were to guess, 72, 71, 72, maybe 73. What do you think, Mark?
I don't know. That'd have been a bit early for me. For you, you're the same age as me, you old git.
Yeah. You're like 3-4 months older than me.
Yeah. And it went until I was 18.
It came out when I was about 12 or 13 years old. That's my guess. Maybe 14.
I don't. Echo, when was the song Saturday in the Park released?
What year?
10th of July, 1972.
72. Yep, I was in the ballpark. 72, we were 12. Just turning. Because it came out in the summertime. So we were still 11.
No, in July 72. It was just before my 13th.
That's right. We were 12. 12, we were probably going into 7th grade, maybe, huh? 12 is 7th grader. I think so.
I don't know.
But you guys have like an extra high school year or something, don't you?
I'd have been just finished in second year. We finished primary school at 11. And
okay.
From 11 to 16 is secondary school. 17, 18 is A-level, sixth form college. And then 18 to however many years you do your degree for would be uni or.
And are you guys strictly age, or is it just when you start school?
It's depending on how old you, on when your birthday was, as to when you started school. But yeah, it's basically age. You used to start at the age of 5.
All of our exchange students that come over here from Europe that are seniors, they have to go back for one more year of high school, which is really weird to me. I don't know why they do, but they do. So they have a senior year in the United States, and then they have a, I don't know if you guys call them senior years, but senior year in Europe.
Well, what age is your college then? Or your...
So I went to college. I had 4 years of high school, and then went to college, and I was 18 when I went off to college, and I would have been 19 my first year that December.
Right, because we have 5 years of secondary school.
Yeah. You guys have an extra year.
and then we finish secondary school at 16, and then have 2 years of well, they call it you do your O levels at 16 or GCSEs, and you do your A levels at 18.
Hey, David. Is David still here? Did HR come in?
I'm still here. I was in the other room.
Okay, I'm just telling you, HR is coming in, so I'm out of here.
Okay.
You guys have a good evening.
Catch you later, Lance.
See you, Lance.
See you, Mark.
Sorry, Lance, you would have been busted if HR walked in. Everyone else left very quickly.
Yeah, he took too long to leave.
HR, he's in a what's it? Car park.
Yeah, he said HR's coming in. Because that's what Justin said happened to Dre.
Right, yeah. It must have been HR puff and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was thinking puff and stuff.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, on that note, I'm going to drop off as well.
we're gonna leave Paul's chair.
Yeah.
Well,
Ray's on now, isn't he?
yeah. I'll leave you all talking to the ship in the background.
No, I'm leaving. We're leaving Paul's chair.
We're gonna go on, Ray's.
Catch you all tomorrow.
See ya.
Next.